Okay, why don't they just leave is what people typically say when you talk about, bring up the topic of domestic violence, DV relationships. And some may think that that is the obvious answer, like you could just always just leave, like you don't have to stay. But others think that it's more complicated. If you look deeper into the relationship, that it's more complicated than you think. The two main claims that I'm going to be exploring is that you can always just leave and that leaving is hard. Both sides are more complicated than we both, like, people tend to think. Staying isn't as easy because some people think staying is a choice that you make and that you're an adult and you can always just leave whenever. Some people also think that there's warning signs and that you stay during the warning signs, and which is why you're in the situation you are in and you're in a unhealthy relationship is because you ignored the warning signs that were shown in the beginning. Some people also think that you also have family and friends that you can leave to, and that you don't have to just stay with this person because you have family and friends that can support you no matter what. People also tend to think that there are shelters and homes, group homes or shelters that you can go to if you feel like that you don't have family and friends to support you. So leaving is easy. A lot of people think that leaving is easy because of them factors. People also think that you should be able to leave. You should be mentally strong enough to leave when you think enough is enough. When after so many times of like going through the same thing, people think that, you know, you should just why stay. A lot of people think that you staying is your option, like you're choosing to stay, not that you can't leave, that you're just choosing to stay. Another factor, physically and psychologically and emotionally, is also a reason why people stay. For example, a lot of people think staying isn't as easy because you can have a powerful attachment and a powerful emotional attachment, which is formed through cycles of harm followed by cases. And the cycle of harm is that, like, basically that they treat you bad, but then they like come back and like they give you gifts and says sorry and all that things, so you think that, oh, like he's actually like good, but in reality he's like just playing with you emotionally. People also stay because over time repeated abuse people also stay because of access of money. Like, for example, like if he controls all of the money, the transportation, the bank accounts, all that, you feel like you have nowhere to go because like you have no money of your own. He controls all of that, so you think that staying is easier because if you leave, you may end up like homeless and have nothing, especially if there's a kid involved. There also there's also like a lot of people hope that, like, you know, again, like back to what I was saying earlier, that he keeps on giving you gifts, so it gives you hope that he can change one day, that he won't continue to, you know, do what he does. So that's why people tend to stay, and that staying isn't leaving isn't as easy as people tend to think, because financially and emotionally you can be attached to this person, especially if you have history. It's hard to leave somebody who you grown up with or known for so long. So that's why people tend to stay. So back to my main claim, why don't they just leave? That question has more than one answer. Staying is a choice, and leaving isn't as easy. And them two answers are more complicated than we think. And rather than blame someone for staying or someone for leaving, look at both sides and maybe you can relate or you can understand better. And that's it.